Hey y'all. How's it going? Good to see everybody. This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is January the 17th, 2018. Y'all, I've been trying to get to 2018 ever since last year this time. So I am so happy that I am in the number that made it into 2018. Welcome, welcome again. So good to see everybody. I have just been caught up in Saturn and Capricorn energy, and I feel like Saturn, Sekert is what we say in the Metanetter, has been restructuring me, restructuring my mind. This is my third house, and just giving me time to take pause and really think about my life and recognize my value, my worth, and my ability to work hard and just all that kind of good stuff. So I just was beginning to feel negligent, and by not making any posts here lately, it's just been like a very introspective time, and I got sick. I've been through a bar training called Bar Above, so I'll be teaching bar soon. I'm excited about that to just change what I'm doing. I'm still going to be teaching Zumba and African dance, but I just felt like I needed to do something different for a number of reasons. So just a lot been going on, and really and truly just been quiet. I hope that you all are doing well and getting used to this heavy, heavy Capricorn energy that we've been immersed in. And so what I wanted to do today is to touch on this new moon energy, which I know the moon is now in Aquarius. It was a Capricorn new moon, but still, we're in the new moon energy. The thing that I have learned about new moon energy is we set our intentions at the new moon, but we don't start taking any actions until we can actually start seeing that crescent moon. So until you can see a little sliver of the moon, just continue to ponder on what you seek to manifest over this next lunar cycle. Okay. How many of you have pretty much come up with your goals and your plan of action for this year? Like I said in my New Year's video, it's we started out on a feminine note in Cancer, which I relate to Yemonja. And you know, I don't know if you've been nurturing yourself, but I have just been feeling like I need to take care of myself even more, even more. And in that motherly kind of way, you know, Yemanya, she can be that gentle brook, you know, or she can be a freaking tsunami. I think we're dealing with more of like that brook, that moving body of river that's just so calming to sit next to, that kind of thing. If we're caught up in a tsunami right now, might be this Capricorn energy that is demanding a change. But you know, Capricorn energy, Sekert energy is slow and deliberate. So we have time. If we're going through right now, then the thing is to catch the lesson and to be slow and methodical about implementing everything that we are called to do. Now is that time. I spoke about that in a previous video. We don't want to be left behind, okay? So, but, and that is the other thing I was going to say. We don't leave behind the energy of, you know, that masculine energy that we were overcome with last year. We still have our Herakahuti Ogun, Shango energy going on, you know. Call on Ochozi to help you show the way, help show you the way, you know, to be that guide, to be that GPS. But y'all don't be like me when I'm using my GPS. You want me to tell you what I do when I use my GPS sometimes? I wonder if this GPS is right. I think it's a shorter cut I can take. And I tell you, I will mess up and run into a dead end or something every time. So if you're going to ask Ochozi to be your GPS, then I'm encouraging you. Follow what Ochozi says do, you know, because Ochozi is lining up with this energy of Capricorn. showing us the way to get to where we want to be. We do not want to be anywhere close to where we are right now. Come to 2020, okay? We don't want to be anywhere close. And the other thing is we are setting down, we're laying the foundation. This is like the best work we can do. This part of ourselves that can be slow and methodical, laying the foundation for 2019, which is supposed to be, and I can't remember why, but it's supposed to be a pretty astrologically challenging year. And so we really want to get ourselves super stable. That's just what I've been feeling like. I can't imagine, I never imagined I would be like, I love Saturn. But I do. I've always loved this Saturn energy because I get so much done. I have structure and I have discipline. These are the things that we're wanting to do. Okay, we're wanting to hold on to that if you already have it, and harness it if you haven't been really good with being disciplined. And we have this new moon that just happened in Capricorn. And so all things Capricorn, all things structure, all things about basically just get your stuff together. That's really the bottom line of it. But the thing about Capricorn is, and this is what Sekert teaches, you have to have a plan and you want to intuit the plan. We don't want plans that are like that where we think it's going to be quick and easy. We want that kind of plan where we will lay the plan out, and the plan becomes the vision, and we work slow and methodically towards where the plan is saying that we're supposed to be going, you know? And, you know, I just think about those stories that we hear about people who they knew what they wanted. They had a vision. They were told that this is what was for you. And they never wavered, no matter how many times it looked like it wasn't going to come, no matter how many times someone said to them, why are you sitting here waiting for this thing that's not going to come? When it comes from the inner world, now the outer world will tell us some things that we want, but when it comes from within, when it is from that internal knowing, and if people are telling you, you need to just stop holding out for this thing, I am telling you right now, that's the kind of energy that we need to be caught in, because they get to where they want to go. That's the kind of energy of Saturn and so many of Capricorn, so many, and Saturn, so many planets are in Capricorn. Venus is moving out soon. The moon just moved out and the sun is moving out. But right now, I think it's maybe 5 planets in Capricorn right now. I mean, it's a lot going on in Capricorn. And so with this new moon energy, we are intuiting the plan. We are seeing the vision. And we are establishing the resolve. No matter how hard the work gets, no matter how dirty the work gets, we're going to get it done. Like I said in another video, people really complain about Capricorns. I used to be one of those people until I realized when you hang out with Capricorns, if you tell that Capricorn, I'm going to tell you, Cancers are another group of people that I love. You tell a Cancer or a Capricorn what you want to get done, they're going to be like, let's do it. And they will not let you deviate. And I need to hang out with people like that. We need to let the Capricorn show us the way, because they do win. Capricorns win. They will win in the end. It may come after a while, but I see the Capricorn way as a winner. And it involves hard work. Okay? It involves structure. It involves discipline. It involves following the plan and not deviating from it whatsoever. So this is the energy that we're caught up in right now. And we literally, the other thing that I can't remember if I've said this, but the other thing to think about, this was really sobering for me. And that's another thing. This time is a very sober time. It's a very get real time. If you're feeling serious and like everybody better get real around me, or somebody's about to get cut, don't cut nobody, y'all. Don't cut nobody. But something that sobered me is that Saturn in Capricorn is the beginning of a new cycle for Saturn. So all of these planets are cycling through. you know, and they may stay in a sign 2 years, 1 year, 7 years. Neptune stays in a sign for a good long while. I don't have all that memorized yet, but they cycle just like the moon, the sun, 1 year, they cycle. Venus might be more like 15, 18 months or something like that. And so, I'm so excited, Amethyst Renee. Yes. Woo! I'm sorry, y'all. I'm coming back. Look at me. This is why I got on to celebrate your birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Amethyst Renee. When you all watch this, if you're in the chat right now, wish her a happy birthday. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, I am so excited that I followed my spirit and logged on. Amethyst Renee told us in another video that she typically doesn't like celebrating her birthday because it just doesn't seem like people really, it's not that big of a deal. It's right after the new year. But you know what? Yeah, girlfriend, dance, dance, dance. I am so excited that I get to wish you happy birthday on your birthday, girlfriend. You enjoy your day. You continue to celebrate all month. I like celebrating for 30 days. You can start here and go for 30 days, or you can just go to the end of the month. But happy birthday when you watch this in replay. Wish Amethyst Renee a happy, happy birthday. Happy solar return. Enjoy celebrating your wonderful self. And may the blessings of the mothers and the ancestors be fully upon you now and always. Ashe, 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 oh. Amen, sister. Woohoo! I'm in awe. This just made my day. Okay, y'all. So celebrate good times. Come on. Yes, yes. Hey, Divine Keys. Good to see you. Oh, y'all just make my day. So something that is very sobering to me is, like I said, these planets are going through their cycles. And y'all look at me. Yeah, happy Earth Strong. I like that. Saturn is helping my mind so much. I'm like, yes. I could remember where I left off. Anyway, so they're going through these cycles. So Saturn in Capricorn is the beginning of the new cycle for Saturn. Okay? In Saturn, it takes almost 30 years. Almost 30 years to go through all the signs. So we're at the beginning of a Saturn in Capricorn. It's sobering to me at my age, which I consider myself to be young. I'm 47. March 11th, y'all, I'll do a live stream on March 11th or around that time. We got to celebrate. That's my birthday, March 11th. But I'll be 48. It's sobering for me to think I may never see Saturn in Capricorn again. Given the current situation of these old people who don't even seem old anymore, I have a good chance of being able to see it again. But I have to make the most of this time. I need to set my intentions for what do I want the next 30 years to be like. And that's what all of us need to do, no matter our age. We want to set the intention not just for this month, but do set it for this month. What do you want to achieve for this month? Not just for this year, which is important. Write it down. Make it plain, okay? Put it on a vision board. Put it in a vision book. Write it in your journal. What do you want to achieve this year? But for the next 30 years, envision, where do you want to be? The time is right for us to set the intentions for the next 30 years. But this is something that I submit to you. Ask Sekert, Saturn, Capricorn. What do I need to do? Just like I said, intuit the plan. What do I need to do? How do I need to be restructured so that I can even carry this plan out? The way I've been, I can't do this. I can't achieve what I want to do with Saturn if I'm just going to just be who I was before. So the old world is over, new world beginning. It is time for us to begin to make the change, set the vision, set the plan, allow it to come for us, set it, and stick with it for the next 30 years. For my 20 plusers out there, my 30 plusers, and even, at 47, I feel super young. The old people never let me feel old, ever. So I just keep feeling young until one of them gives me permission to be old. But y'all can really, set your life up for so much over the next 30 years. If I knew then what I know now in my 20s, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I would have done things so differently. Let the wisdom of the elders teach you. Watch the mistakes of the elders and don't do that. Learn from their mistakes. And one of the things I'm going to tell you is you've got to make a break from the current society and what this world has set up as, this is what you strive for, this is what you want, and let your spirit set the vision, set the plan, set the standards, set the goals for you, and you will not go wrong. But we must make a break from this current society. That's another thing that has really been sobering for me, is realizing how much I have been influenced by my culture, American culture. I'm keeping it 100. And what's worked and what's not worked, So this time, it was so interesting, the reading that I got. I got, what is the energy surrounding the Goddess Body Mind Spirit community for this new moon in Capricorn? And I got Sebek negative Nekhabet Hetep. It's so interesting. First of all, Mercury is in Capricorn right now. Mercury is all about the mind. It's about our beliefs. It's about our way of communicating. With it speaking in the negative, the influence of Capricorn. Capricorn is sober energy. It's like, look, y'all, we're going to get this done. I don't feel like doing all that playing. I'm not joking with you. Or if their jokes are there, they might be a little sarcastic and mean. But that's just, they don't mean anything by it. They don't mean anything by it. And so, but this is the kind of energy that's like, let's get this done. But Capricorn energy, Saturn energy, Sekert energy, because it's so sobering, if it's not in like a positive manifestation, it can be very negative. A negative nanny, stinking thinking, it's not gonna work, it's just like gray clouds. And so Sebek is saying that we have to watch having stinking thinking. We also have to watch how we're communicating. We want to make sure that we're understanding what everyone is saying, that we're clear. We also probably want to, one of my friends said a yoga instructor came and told her and her friend who are paying customers, calm your mouths, calm your mouths. We have to calm our mouths a little bit, Don't say everything that's coming to your mind. Don't say everything that's on your mind. And when you hear what's on your mind and it stinks, you have to be willing to look at it from a different perspective. So like this morning, I just sort of woke up on fire. I know I watch too much news sometimes. I have to watching news because when I watch too much news, I can talk about a lot of negative stuff, even though I'm tricking myself into believing I'm staying informed, and I do care. I have a political way, a political nature, activist way. Activist nature is who and what I am. But we have to watch that I have to watch it because the next thing I know, I'm complaining, I'm mad, I'm ticked off and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm feeling hopeless. And so I had to tell myself this morning, no, I'm in charge of my mind. I get to choose what I think about, what I feel about. This is not what it's about. Or another thing my mind will do. I'll think about one thing or something that someone said. It's very benign. Okay, you feel me, Divine Keys. It would be very benign. And next thing I know, my mind has threaded off to something else that it makes me go someplace, and next thing I know, I'm complaining or I'm thinking about somebody else's business and like, well, well, why they do that? And then I'm like, I told myself this morning, oh no, I'm not doing that today. So we're having to catch ourselves. We have to be careful of that stinking thinking, because guess what? What you think about, you bring about. Thoughts are things. What you focus on with intent and emotion and feeling will manifest. And so that's something that we want to watch. Yes. So Amethyst Renee talked herself out of correcting somebody on a post yesterday. Oh, you and I always saying we right here. I have even changed profiles. I have to find you because my regular profile, I'm like, I have subscribed to too much. I see too many posts from people I know personally. I live in Tennessee. And so, it drives me crazy. And so I have another profile where I can be more political in a positive manner, and not see all those posts and feel like I need to go off on somebody. I totally feel you. So yes, these are the things that we're needing to not just do during this new moon time, but this is something that we may find ourselves working on all month long. And the reason it's important is, again, what we think about, we bring about. We're at a new phase, or so many new phases: new moon phase, new year phase, beginning of this Saturn and Capricorn phase. We're in so many new phases that we cannot be bringing this old negative baggage with us. We can't let our mind just be, festering it with a bunch of wasteful thoughts. It's not getting us to where we want to go. We want to have our mind set on what is it that I desire. And that's the other thing that I am really beginning to accept, that the best thing I can do is to make sure that I operate from my gifts, my skill sets, that I do my best to bring good and positivity in my own specific and unique way. When I feel ticked off about what someone does, the best thing I can do is, is to get out and start doing something good for somebody else in the way that works best for me. And I laugh because Amethyst Renee said she had to start going and starting to delete people. And I think I'm going to do the same thing. Because think about it too. It's not just what's there. Why is it there? It's because of what we're feeding into our brain. And that's another thing we want to watch out with. What are we feeding our brain with? Now, Sekert, which is Saturn, is about chanting. And so I encourage us all to chant. Find something to put up there, to hold on to think about, to mull our mind over that's positive. And so one of the things I do, which is indicated by Sebek and Mercury, is reading. So I have told myself I'm reading books that are going to help me better with my online presence, that will help me grow spiritually, that give me something to think about spiritually. I am going to be doing more reading because those words and those thoughts, it's all up there with it. And maybe it will replace the negativity. Okay. Yes. Good. Grand Risings. Hey, how are you, Marcus? Yes, I no longer have the energy, Divine Keys. No longer have the energy. And see, Sekert is saying, look, Saturn, we don't have time for all that. Not only do we not have the energy, we do not have the time for it. That's another thing that the astrologers keep saying. Saturn is called Father Time. So we time is not guaranteed. And it doesn't matter how long I live. My thing is this: I need to maximize and optimize the time that I have right now. Ankh, Uja, Sanab, repeated. Well, okay. I have to go back and write that down. Okay, so I can put that in the description, because once the chat is gone, you won't be able to see it. Okay. The other energy that spoke, Nekabet, Hetep. Y'all, we're getting ready to go into eclipse season. I have my calendar here. Let me see if I can see the eclipses on here. We're getting ready to go into the eclipse season. I know that there's going to be a lunar, most of the eclipses this year are lunar eclipses. So Nekabet is the energy of the eclipses. Nekabet, Wachet, Uchet, however the folks say it, is the energy of the eclipses. Eclipses are going to be the bomb diggity this year. Lunar eclipses, which means it's going to be more of an internal process. We're still having these eclipses largely in Leo and Aquarius. And the first lunar eclipse, so this new moon has started the eclipse season. Full moon in Leo on energy of the eclipse. We think about the eclipse within us. And one of my astrologers said, find out if you were born at an eclipse, because the eclipses affect you even more. Okay. And we want to think about when eclipse happens, it eclipses the will. This Nekabet energy is the kind of energy like over the next month we'll feel everything, which most of the people who watch my videos are very intuitive people. Whether you're super like into, you know, what I know or not, people who watch these videos, y'all are very psychically in tune. And so it's important for us to make sure that we do things, yes, empathic. We have to do things to make sure that we guard our energy from picking stuff up. And that in turn will make our mind go negative. If I'm picking up on somebody's negativity, it probably will affect my mind over this next month. So where we find ourselves having stinking thinking, maybe we need to think back on whose stuff that I pick up on. Yes, been feeling all kinds of energy. So what we have to do is to just be aware of our own energy and to be aware. Awareness is one of those keys to self-mastery that I bring up all the time. When I'm aware of my energy, once I show up and I'm feeling different, it's not me, it's somebody else. Maybe I'm feeling different because I'm being given a clue, insight, something. But a lot of times, just in day-to-day goings on, I'm picking up on somebody else's energy. So I encourage you all to be aware of your own energy. And because what you may start feeling, good morning, how you doing, Olympia, is we may start feeling depressed, okay? We may start feeling down in our spirit. That's something we have to be careful of. But we also have to think about our will. Our will is where it's the garden of our mind. It's where we plant our seeds of intention. You too. And when we plant these seeds of intention, our feelings, our thoughts, all of that makes them grow. And so we're at these new phases. And so we want to listen to the flashes of insight that are coming to us. So like me setting up, I said at the beginning, I've become a bar instructor now. And, you know, I'm planning on teaching my first bar class in about a month. And so I had a flash of insight about how I can teach this class, because I teach in a office with no mirrors at this particular company. And I just had a flash of insight about how to set up my class so everybody can see me. People aren't struggling, right? And so we'll have flashes of insight and inspiration. But the other thing that we have to be careful of is picking up negative energy, you know, allowing our energy to be influenced. I was reading a book about the Ori this morning by Awafala Kun, and he called these energies Eleni, I think is how you say it. And these Eleni are these shape-shifting energies that really and truly can affect our energy. It's because if we're not doing our spiritual practices, if we're not being aware, morning, how you doing, Trinia? If we're not paying attention, these energies jump on our energetic bodies. They feed off of us. They make us feel depressed, sad, have OCDs, all kinds of stuff. And they will eclipse our will. We'll say, this is what I want to do. Next thing you know, you're not doing it. All right. You'll set your New Year's vision. your New Year's intentions. My oldest son can't stand New Year's resolutions, but I'm going to say it anyway. You make your New Year's resolutions. I resolve that this is how I'm going to be in 2018. And next thing you know, you're doing the exact opposite of what you said you were going to do. That's this Nekabet eclipse energy. That's the thing about the eclipse. It's going to eclipse something. You know, the moon gets covered up by the sun gets covered up by the moon. Eclipse your will, your inner nature, your feelings, your emotions, you know? And so, but it's speaking in the positive. And it's saying that if you stay in touch with your energy, yourself, if you trust your intuition, you listen to your intuition, this is what's going to turn things around. But it's also an indication that that full moon in Leo is something to take note of. Today, start planning for that full moon in Leo, because it'll be a lunar eclipse. We won't see it here in the United States if you're here, which I think most of you are. Leo is about our confidence. It's about our belief in ourselves, our creativity. It's about our inspiration. We need to be getting a grip on all of that right now and operating from that place. The last thing I'll do is, Leo, this is going to be a very good moon for you, Olympia. I believe it'll be, just because you are a Leo. And then I think the eclipses always come double. So the new moon in Aquarius is February 15th. That's the solar eclipse. New moon in Aquarius, February the 15th. So we need to be planning for these things, okay? You know, Aquarius is about the collective. It's about that progressive thinking outside the box, actually receiving something that you feel like is so far out there that it's just like, really? Where did that thought come from? Those are the kinds of things we need to be open up to. Also, you know, a change in a shift. You know, we're setting the plan right now with Saturn. So you may have thought, you know what, I really should go in this direction, but no, I'm going to go in a different direction. Like, I really had no plan in becoming a bar instructor. But one day I took a bar class with my friend and I said, you know what, I'm going to teach bar just because I think it's a smart business move. I need something new and different. But it was just like out of the clear blue sky. A Warren came up. Ooh, a Warren. Oh, yes, that I agree. A Warren sounds like the eclipse. You're exactly right. Seems like a Warren also has to do with working with people in charge and elders and teachers. Pisces sun, Marcus, is that what you mean? Whatever it is. Hey, Pisces. Yes, just like that. That's how it happens. So the last thing I'll say is that, and I said this in a previous video, y'all, we need to work with the ancestors. Right now, the ancestors, there's a song that I have always loved, and it wasn't until MLK Day that I finally made a connection to one of the reasons I love this song. It is Bridge Over Troubled Water. First of all, after a while, I knew one of the reasons I love this song is it was the most popular song of the year I was born in, 1970. And I was listening to it and I said, you know what, this is what the ancestors say to us. When you feel down and out, I'll be your bridge over troubled water. The ancestors necessitate for us to do the work. They will be our bridge over troubled water as long as we are doing the work. All right. So I am encouraging you to let the ancestors be your bridge over troubled water when you are afraid. And this is what this energy of Leo Shango is all about coming up in that lunar eclipse, that full moon. It's about standing in your worth. It's about standing in your confidence. It's about believing yourself. The ancestors said, I dreamt of you. Hey, Cassia. That's my baby right there, y'all. That's my God, baby. I have not forgotten you, Cassia. Don't even worry about it. I got you covered. So they said that we are their jewels. They dreamt of us. We are the ancestors' dream. They said they laid the price for us. And that we must lay the price for those who are to come. But they do not leave us without a roadmap. Pick up your roadmap and study what have your ancestors done. And figure out what part of the legacy are you to pick up. You know, if you calculate your life path number, that's counting, you use your birthday to calculate that number. It will tell you the gifts that you came here with, that you inherited from your ancestors. Amethyst Renee, you're about liberation and freedom. 13, which is a karmic number for you, Marcus, 4. 13, 4. Yes, you do. You do have a heart for me. To me, I see 5 as like Aquarius energy. 4 is about structure and, laying that foundation and doing that hard work, which for Pisces can be so hard, Marcus. But you have that karmic number, and the gift of that Piscean energy can help you, really make peace with all of that. So the ancestors, work with them. What is the legacy what part of the legacy are you going to pick up and do something with? That's right, Amethyst Renee. That's 4. 4 or 5? I sounded like a 4 number. Anywho, wisdom, that's what you wrote. So 5, got you, okay. So Marcus, you have to surrender. He said, I'm struggling with this right now. You have to surrender. That's something that's very important. That Nekabet energy I see as Oya. Oya is about surrendering. It's about just saying, you know what? I don't know anything. I think that's where I am right now. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. And I don't know why things are the way that they are. But the ancestors show me we didn't have the internet. We didn't have none of that. But the time necessitated that we do something. And so we did. And that's what they're saying to us. They'll be our bridge over troubled water, but we have got to do the work. Okay? And so where you struggle, that's where you go in deeper. Where you struggle, you don't turn away from it. Pisces, we have to be careful. And there may be other energies that are like, oh, this is too much. I'm peace, love, harmony. I just want to feel good. But the Piscean way, we have to anchor it with that 4 energy and turn. Anchor it with that Saturn second energy and turn and say, I will face this head on. It doesn't matter what your sign is, nothing. Whatever is coming up in your life, you've got to face it head on. This is the energy of the time. Knowing that the ancestors are our bridge over our troubled waters, they will, but you're not going to walk across that. They're not going to carry you across the bridge. You've got to walk across the bridge. They will be the bridge, but you've got to walk across the bridge. Did they do it? If nothing else, did they do it? If they did it, we can do it. And that's what they show to us. So yes, when they're that bridge, as Amethyst Renee said, be good for you. Good for you. Yes. And so divine keys, when you're working with Oya energy, just remember the word surrender. All of us will probably feeling like with this Nekabet energy that it's time to surrender. It's time to surrender. And, I have a friend who's been really going through a rough time. This is a mom You know, she's the head of household and just really struggling with finding a job. And it's been amazing watching her transform from when we first started talking to now, where she's so calm. It's like nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. She still isn't gainfully employed yet. Getting closer, thank goodness. Y'all just say a prayer for her, my friend. Just say, Omilade's friend, that the universe will know that she gets this job that's on the horizon for her. I ask y'all to touch and agree that she will get this job for her and her kids. But I said to her, I can see a difference in you. She is just like, I trust God. I trust God. And I told her surrender is what quickens the process. You can learn more quickly once you surrender. You'll get it. You'll see it. And resistance actually calls it to you even more, saying no, saying no. So yes, having that balance, having that balance. I love that, Amethyst Renee. She said there's a chickadee bird that will fight no matter what. You take care. Blessings of the mothers be upon you, Marcus. Thank you so much for showing up this morning. We appreciate you. But the chickadee will fight no matter how big the predator is. I've seen the little birds going after like the crows, or I think I've even seen, I don't know if I've seen them chasing a hawk. I've seen birds in the sky, little birds going after the big ones, like, not today, not here, not right now. This is not the day for that. So I love that analogy. We give thanks to the energy of the animal totems. You know what? We're just going to incorporate the chickadee. All right. Amethyst Renee, will you send me that chant in the messenger so that I can make sure I share it? So yes, that's what we are working with right now with this. Appreciate you. That's what we're working with this month. 9 energy divine keys. I keep hearing, go back to this for you. This is the kind of energy for me, because I'm a 9 with one of mine, maybe with my name. I am telling myself I will not do for anybody until I've done for me. That's the one thing I want to encourage you to do. 9 energy gives and gives and gives and gives, you know. Those of us who are humanitarian like, yes, please. TI 2 R's and an A is my first name, HARGROW. Or you can look up my y'all, you know what? I'm so like crazy, but I just like sort of like keeping certain things in certain ways because I don't really want to be sharing all of my stuff. I'm one of those who doesn't like giving my pearls to swine. No disrespect, but I just have learned I don't share everything with everybody because everybody ain't ready for it. But anyway, look me up under that one. And once I'm there, and tell me, you know, maybe send me a message to let me know who you are because I don't add everybody anymore because I have too many people trying to add me, and I'm like, I don't know you. Okay. Anyway, and then I might add you to another thing that I'm doing on Facebook. Anyway, yes. Okay, good. So this is the energy that we're working with right now. I know I was saying something. And I just want to encourage everybody to, oh, the humanitarian, that's it. Humanitarian. Hey, how you doing? So, I want to encourage, I saw it. It did show up. Thank you, Amethyst Renee. I want to encourage everybody to do for yourself before you do for other people. You need to have your house in order. You know, I used to hear all the Christians saying that. You still hear the Christians say that. You better get your house in order. My house is going to be in order before I take care of somebody else's house. It's just how it's got to be. That's part of the reason I haven't been on. I'm like, I got to take care of my house. And my house typically starts here and then branches out to my immediate family on out, you know, to my businesses and all of that, I've got to take care of me first. So that's something I think is very important for somebody with 9 energy. It's not bad if you give to yourself and you don't, you're not doing the super humanitarian thing all the time. Okay, Divine Keys, that's something I really want to put out there for you. I can tell you're super sensitive. And one of the best ways to find balance is to go in a selfish direction. It's just how it is. And that then you can better see the plan, whatever this imbalance is on the inside. And the last thing I'll say, I read in the Ori book this morning by Awa Falakun. Just do the right thing, no matter what. This is to everybody. When you feel imbalanced, just make sure you do the right thing. I think it's in O'Shea. Do the right thing in the right way at the right time. And it doesn't matter who's looking or not looking. Operate from good character. Iwapele, another priestess I know, calls it gentle character. And just do the right thing. And sometimes the right thing is I'm going to sit down and love on myself. That's the right thing. Right, Iwapele. Sometimes the right thing is I am going to sit down and chill out. And not much. And I will see you again soon, all right? Happy birthday again, Amethyst Renee. Woohoo! Everybody wish my sister Amethyst Renee a happy birthday. Woo! See you, Olympia. Yay! Happy birthday, girlfriend. You and MLK, baby. Hey, 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 hey. And my girl Yogi, even though she doesn't watch my videos, but my girl Yogi, turn up. That's turn it up, baby. All right. Love y'all. Oh, Michelle Obama, is she today? I love Michelle Obama. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. Hey, Michelle Obama. Woohoo! Girl, that's a good birthday. You better do that thing. January 17th, whatever year you were born, it was a very, very good day. It was a very, very good day. If there's anybody else celebrating in Capricorn season, happy birthday. Looking forward to wishing all the Aquariuses a happy birthday. Muhammad Ali. Oh my gosh, we bow down to the ancestor Muhammad Ali. Y'all know my nephew's a professional boxer. I'm constantly calling on Muhammad Ali. Be with my nephew, Muhammad Ali. Be with my nephew. So, wow, you should. January 17th is a good day. So I'm so happy we logged on and are celebrating with you. Love you all. Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace and blessings of the mothers be upon you all now and always. Peace.